Fellow San Diegoans, fellow citizens, fellow Americans, my name is Leslie Williams, and the reason why I'm acting a little bit jubilant is because I just caught something on digital audio file. It actually wasn't just caught. What I meant by I just caught is that I just got done listening to some digital audio files that were already caught on audio file. I'm learning disabled, so bear with me. But the point I'm trying to make is this. Today I've been filtering through some previous digital audio files so I can erase the ones that aren't really needed anymore, okay? In reference to them not either having adequate proof on them or them being time segments where I was making predictions and then the prediction didn't come true. So I could free up some memory on my digital tape recorder. So the point I'm trying to make is that this morning, I've been filtering through some audio files because I need the free memory in order to go to social services today. And so as a result, I'm going through a particular folder in my, because this digital tape recorder's got, it's got 5 folders, A, B, C, D, and E. I'm going through folder C right now, and I was going through a digital audio files, listening to it to see what was on it. Now, what I do is when I get along my routes and when I arrive at certain locations, either right before I get there or right when I get there, I'll start a new digital audio file just in case something happens. But before I even go to leave to a place, I'll make a prediction file. Usually, let's see if anything happens to at where I'm going. And this particular audio file is not that long because it was started by me once I got over to the bus stop at UCSD in case anything happened at that bus stop because nothing had happened as a result of walking to the bus stop. So what I do is I'll start a digital audio file and I'll walk to a certain location. If nothing happens, I'll stop it and then erase it in order to save memory. Okay, and then when I get to the place I'm going to, I'll start a new one just in case something happens and at that particular location. And if it doesn't, then I'll erase it. And this particular digital audio file was made over at UCSD, I think anywhere between May 22nd, 23rd, and the 29th. And it was on the occasion, it was right when I started going back to UCSD. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I never really re-listened to this audio file after it because once I got to the bus stop, I lit up a cigarette and I stood there, and then the UCSD campus safety pulled up. And when he pulled up, I pulled out my video camera and then turned it on and started recording and then walked over to him. So I figured there was no real need to re-listen to the audio file because I had the video. What was important concerning that time period of being at the bus stop was caught on video in reference to what was important was me interacting with the UCSD campus safety. So I had no real reason to go back and listen to the digital audio file because I already knew that what was important was caught on video file. But check this out. Lately, and like in the past 10 days, I've discovered by filtering through previous digital audio files that I was catching gang stalking being said around me on my digital tape recorder. I didn't even really notice it up until about that it was being said around me up until about 10 days ago. And so literally around the same time that I was running out of memory on my digital tape recorder and starting to upload videos as well in reference to things that I was catching on. See, they were getting around me saying the phrase, "oh my God," which they already had me sensitized to. But I didn't even notice that they were really saying gang stalking around me because of the way that they were saying it extremely low and from a distance, okay? I was paying, you gotta remember, I got attention deficit. So, the funny thing about attention deficit is that you notice everything, but sometimes you still miss things though. And that's like if you don't know if something's being said around you that they're trying to sensitize you yet, if you don't recognize it, then you're not sensitized to it yet. Because the whole goal for them is to sensitize you to something, okay? And they'll flagrantly say it around you along your route. Now check this out. I've caught it on digital audio file numerous times because filtering through this, I've been going back and even listening to USD audio files, and I'm literally finding it being said in the background at USD. But you'll hear me say in the digital audio file that let's see if I catch "oh my God," because that was a statement they were feverishly repeating around me. it appears that they were attempting to sensitize me to the word gang stalking and stalking even back then, but I didn't even recognize it. See, because what you got to understand is they put people along my route, like when I'm smoking a cigarette or whatever, and they'll have some of the people that they get to use and that engage in direct conversation tactics from a longer distance from where I'm standing at, so I barely hear it. But anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is that it appears they were trying to sensitize me to the word stalking and gang stalking ever since USD, and I never recognized it up until recently when I started recognizing it as a result of going back and listening to the digital audio files and hearing it on the digital audio file, because I was making sure I was closely hearing to the digital audio file to hear, oh my God, okay? I'm talking about direct conversation tactics. So in the past 10 days, I've been going back and filtering through a lot of audio files in order to upload the video files of me predicting. Before I go into Burger King, I'll say, let's see if I hear, oh my God, crazy or weird, which are 3 words and phrases that they sensitize you to. They sensitize me to. As a result of then going back and listening to the digital audio files, I was also hearing gang stalking being said around me in the background. So I started making video files about that in reference to uploading the audio files to video camera. Now, this occurred in May, before I discovered that they were saying gang stalking around me. They say it from a distance, so you don't really catch it. And since when they say it, you're doing other things, you don't really catch it. You're not really paying attention to it, because for one, you're not sensitized. You're not sensitized yet to it. I know this is all going to sound funny, but what you got to understand is this, is that when a person leaves from one place to the next, they're occupied in their own thinking, okay? They know that the digital tape recorder is running, so they don't really have to pay too much attention to what's going on around them. Plus, the majority of the texts they've used on me since I've been in California have been physical gestures, okay? I've just been starting to pay close attention to the oh my God statements, only because they used that for a while and then dropped it off. They still did it, but they dropped it off in frequency. And so I've been, at least 85% of the campaign that's been brought about towards me has been physical gestures. Okay, and when they seen that the physical gestures weren't working anymore, they started going back to the direct conversation tactics. And so anyways, the point I'm trying to make is this. I said, as a result of filtering through some digital audio files, I am noticing that they've been saying gang stalking around me for a long time and never noticed it. And you got to also remember sometimes, too, I'm listening to my headphones. All right, so the point I'm trying to make is this. I literally am going to transfer over to you right now the digital audio file of me arriving at the UCSD bus stop and me noticing the UCSD campus safety pulling up. Now, on the side of his car, it says something along the lines like sheriff or something. So I thought it was a California sheriff patrol person. But listen to what you hear in the background, okay, before I even approach his car after he pulls up. Listen carefully. You'll literally hear students saying gang stalking in the background. Then look in the comments feature of this YouTube video. You'll clearly and eventually see numerous videos of me uploading digital audio files of me literally catching the word gang stalking, oh my God, and crazy being constantly repeated around me in 5 separate locations that are over 10 miles apart from each other. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. I have undeniable, undisputable proof that I'm being gang stalked in San Diego, but this is just a tidbit. Now, if I got numerous video files and audio files showing that these words are being repetitively said around me everywhere I go, that's no accident. Okay, they just haven't, all of them haven't been uploaded to YouTube yet, because I'm just now recognizing, for one, that that's a tactic they've been using, and I haven't made them into video files yet because my schedule is so crazy right now, going to social services and other things. So trust me, there's already quite a bit enough online to where it proves that it's happening. But what's online is nothing compared to what's on this digital tape recorder in reference to the different type of environments. Ultra-Star movie theater, it's being said around me. Jack in the Box, Burger King, CBS, Rouse, trolley routes, bus routes, literally UCSD library, walking routes. I literally have audio files that literally show this happening around me everywhere I go. And at least 75% of them hadn't been uploaded to video yet. But what's on video and on YouTube right now is enough to prove to anybody that it's happening towards me. Alright, so go ahead and listen to this, and you're going to have to carefully listen to it being said around me. Okay, because the manager of these expeditions know I'm wearing this. So what he does is he had these individuals stand about 10 or 15 feet away from me, and they'll engage in either a cell phone conversation or a conversation or have them with somebody that they're standing next to. And within those conversations, they'll mention specific words or phrases that they have targets sensitized to, and they'll repeat them. And that's what makes a target feel stalked, because of the amount of times that they're subjected to the repetition of the statements or the phrases, because they got to know where you're at in order to do it. It's nothing but a clever way of stalking. So listen to what you hear. You'll literally hear gang stalking being said in the background before I even approach the campus safety guy, and it's probably even being said afterwards. Just listen closely. That's a bus pulling up. Alright, I'm going to start it over. Alright, make sure you listen to this. On the bike that's getting ready to leave right now. He's getting his instructions for that little earpiece he's got in his ear. There we go. And we're going to see if this guy, Turkey's got something to say to me for any reason. See this guy right here with the hands to the face? Look at him. Pretend like he's picking his teeth. Sheriff's cards 1054608. Today's date?
Yeah, 23rd.
Oh, you're the, I thought you were a sheriff. You're the university police?
Right.
What you doing here?
I'm up to this is the university.
Yeah, but what you doing right here? You just pulled in all of a sudden, like.
I'm watching.
You're watching? Ooh. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of organized stalking?
organized talking. Yeah, the guy like the guy on the cell phone right there.
No, I said organized stalking.
Stalking?
Organized stalking.
Well, I guess it could be organized
Do
stalking.
you know if it occurs on this campus?
More than one person stalking somebody can be organized.
Do you know if it occurs on this campus?
We haven't had any cases of organized.
Never?
No, not never.
So you have had them, but just you
We
haven't
haven't had any cases recently, not organized stalking, but stalking. Sure.
Okay, so you're saying you've never had organized stalking?
I said we've had stalking cases.
Have they been organized stalking cases?
When you say organized, that means
Gang
more
stalking.
More than one person.
Right. Have you ever had that?
No.
Okay. Well, it's going on this campus. Huh? All you gotta do is Google. All you have to do is Google it. Google it.
Google organized stalking?
Yes.
Who's stalking? Who's stalking?
Google organized. I didn't say anybody was stalking me. Google organized stalking.
Stalking who?
Oh. What they do is they pick targets to stalk them, whistleblowers, stuff like that. And then they organize people to get together to get around a target to engage in sensitization tactics. So if you're University of California police, you're the police for the university, right? Then you would want want to be interested about these crimes, correct?
Right.
All right then, so go to Google and check it out.
And it says it's under organized stalking?
Organized stalking and gang stalking.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
I didn't give it. Have a nice day. I know. Hey, do you guys know what time the UCSD bus comes?
The campus list?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it might have just been here.
I see. Yeah. Pretty nice out, isn't it?
Yep. For the afternoon.
For an afternoon. Alright, no. You're going to look in the comments feature of this YouTube video. You'll be able to see the actual video of me talking to the UCSD campus safety. And make sure that you closely listen to the beginning of it before I even noticed his car. He pulled up, and then I mentioned the number on his car, and then I eventually walked up to him. But make sure that you listen to what is said around me before he even pulls up. Stalking is already being said around me, and if you listen closely, you'll hear it off the digital audio file. Now, understand this and be clear. I have many videos that I have uploaded from my digital audio recorder already that show gang stalking being said around me at Ralph's, CVS, Burger King, after I predicted that it would occur before I even walked into these businesses. Flat out undeniable, undisputable proof. Now, what's the likelihood of one person walking in the community, going to separate locations that are distanced by 5 to 10 miles apart from each other? SDSU. Yeah, USD, Green Line Trolley, Old Town Trolley Station, bus routes, bus stops, businesses. Yeah, and it being said around one person feverishly, including the oh my god statement being repeatedly stated before I even get there, and I predict that it's going to be said around me before I get there on video and audio file, and then when I get there it's said around me. What's the likelihood of that occurring towards one person if this wasn't happening? Now, why don't you just go to a mall today? Go to a mall and spend 2 hours at a mall and take a digital tape recorder with you if you're inclined, and a video recorder with you. And when you do this, audio tape or videotape, or just listen to how many times you'll hear oh my god being said around you repetitively, or organized stalking or gang stalking being said around you, or stalking or gang or whatever. Because now what they're doing, since they see through cyber surveillance that I'm catching this on digital audio file and then uploading the digital audio file to video file, now what they're doing is just getting around me. Instead of saying gang stalking, they'll just say stalking, or instead of saying oh my god, they'll just say my god or oh my instead of oh my god, because they already know I'm sensitized to oh my god. So if they figure if they say oh my, that'll get my mental attention, but it won't get caught on digital audio file in reference to me, because I predicted before I arrive at the location. So instead of me catching it flat out on the digital audio file, them saying it, instead of them saying oh my god, they'll just say oh my, because they know I'm already sensitized to oh my god. Do you see what I'm saying? So they'll get along my route. Instead of saying gang stalking, they'll just say stalking, or gang instead of gang stalking. Yeah, because they think they're gonna, the whole goal for them is to initiate the harassment and not get caught, because they know I'm predicting it before I even arrive, and they know that because the prediction files and the audio files, the prediction files are being uploaded to YouTube along with video files that predict it, and they know through cyber surveillance that I'm doing it. So now what they're doing is trying to make sure that so much is not caught on video file and audio file by just only repeating sections of what they got me sensitized to. Instead of saying oh my god, they'll say oh my, or my god. Instead of saying gang stalking, they'll just say stalking or stalker, instead of gang stalker or gang stalking. And this is literally what they're doing, because the whole goal is to try and paint a picture that the target's crazy. Understand this and be clear. When you see the undeniable, undisputable proof, and I'm still uploading the videos, what you got to understand is that recently I just realized that they were doing this as far as mentioning gang stalking around me. Because you got to remember, the manager of these campaigns tells these people what to do, what not to do, and how to do it. okay? So they know I'm wearing this digital tape recorder, so they make sure that they get these people to say these statements around me from a distance. So I hear it, but the audio file, the digital tape recorder has a harder time picking it up as far as its clarity goes. But understand this, since I just recently noticed it so much, the digital audio files, the majority of them, 85% of them, haven't been uploaded yet. So stay tuned to the comments features of these videos, and make sure you stay tuned to all the videos that are going to be uploaded between the months of May, June, July, and eventually August. I'm in San Diego, California, and I guarantee you, if you stay with my videos, you will literally see undeniable, undisputable proof that this crime is happening towards me in San Diego, California.